All right, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Raza. We back in the garage, working on the Z06 right behind us. And today I was working on a couple things. Well, working on a few days actually. I've been going over with this for a few days, trying to situate the PCV system. So here's my take on it. There's a couple aftermarket solutions, but they really kind of don't work for what I'm working with. And being that's a Callaway car, it's a little different. So let's check out what I got going on. Maybe some people might find this helpful, maybe not, but let's get into it. All right, so it might look like a clusterfuck right now, but the whole goal of this is to make it to where the engine burns cleaner. There's no more oil getting burnt into the intake. So this is the whole goal of this. So for starters, we got this hose, which is coming off the dry sump. This is coming off the underneath the supercharger. And we have this third dirty line coming off the valve cover. So the Mighty Mouse, the way it comes, it wants to take it from the valve cover and then route it back into the throttle body hose that's underneath this. I have the UPR system, and I've kind of got a jimmy rig to the shroud, so it's holding fine. It's not going nowhere. It's pretty nice and snug. So I got two outlets on this one and one inlet. And the one inlet that's coming into this is coming off the center of the motor. And then the two outlets are going to the intake. So I had to make this a little bit bigger to make this one fit. But I was essentially able to use the Mighty Mouse bracket with the Cortez tank. So I was able to keep that one and then utilize this one. So that way I can have this dirty line connected somewhere and not how I have this one set up. So this is coming off with the dry sump again. Usually this hose goes straight to the intake here, but oil is going back in there, so we don't want that. So I have it now routed to this dirty line coming off with the valve cover, as you can see. So hopefully that helps out. So I've mocked it up, spent quite a time on it. So I think the only thing left to do is start it up. So let's see how that goes. All right, so this is the first startup. I started it yesterday after I got part of it done to make sure there was no leaks. So I finalized the UPR onto the setup, the UPR catch can onto the setup. So this is essentially the first startup since getting it done. Now I do have a squeak on a pulley, so all right, so sounds pretty healthy right now. Sounds pretty good. I was checking for any air leaks around the fittings, but so far it's looking pretty good. No leaks at all. I guess the squeaking or something that I was hearing was probably from one of the caps I had on the barbell fitting that goes underneath the supercharger. And I guess to kind of show you which one that kind of looked like was one of this. So this was definitely kind of misshaped or whatever, but it's okay. We got the hose in there now, so no more capped off. So that'll help the engine breathe from the center barbell that we supposed to insert for the oil catch can. So that's situated, and it sounds much better. All right, well, so I'm pretty excited that I finally figured this out, because it was a lot of prep, a lot of mock-up for me that I had to situate. I had to figure out the right fittings, the right hoses, just to make sure that I can get this running and situated the way I wanted it to be. The aftermarket system for UPR, I mean, I'm not sponsored by anybody, but UPR, it only allows it to work for me if I had an OEM supercharger or one of those lines that goes from the driver's side valve cover to the other side, but my system doesn't have that. I have the Mighty Mouse catch can, so it essentially wants you to take the blow-by or the pressure from the valve cover into the oil catch can. So I don't have that set up like that, you know. So utilizing two oil catch cans, that's gonna help you guys out. If you guys got a C7, if you guys got a C7 Z06, Camaro, any LT car, whatever, Cadillac Escalade, I guess Escalade V, you know, and your CTSVs or whatever, CT5 black wings and shit. If you got one of those, you gotta situate how to run 2 oil catch cans or something that has more than multiple fittings, because a race oil catch can is out there, but it goes in the place of the Cortez tank, and I don't want that. I gotta have it to where it's situated in a manner that it kind of looks clean. So I guess that's the next step right there. You know, it's trying to clean these hoses up in a manner that I can, you know, access the oil catch cans at all times, at any times, without having to redo the zip ties that are on that. I mean, you know, shit, we're gonna do what we can, you know. So it's the best I can do with it right now. I'm definitely gonna have to make some custom brackets, but I'm happy, man. It's just situated. The next thing is I get to go test drive it, put some miles on it, and see how much oil I'm actually catching in both of these catch cans. So I appreciate y'all watching. I'm gonna wrap it up. Please like, share, and subscribe. I really appreciate it. If you have any questions, I'm sure there's gonna be a bunch. I know it's not really much of a tutorial. This has been taking me quite some time, and I can kind of help illustrate if you have any questions on how I have my setup done. But thank you for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Be sure to share with your friends if they got a Corvette, Camaro. It's essential that they try to run 2 oil catch cans, or at least run something. You know, I just try to help get the oil out the intake and get a much cleaner burn at the end of the day. That way you don't blow your cats out, you don't have sludge buildup or whatever. It's better that way. All right, thank you guys.